transmission line. The given data is it's a long transmission line whose length is of 500 kilometers, so that I can write this length L is equal to 500 kilometers. Since it is a long transmission line, this line is characterized with all the four constants of the transmission line called as small r, small x, small g, small b. Here you may get a doubt. Why we are using small letters? Because the small alphabetic letters R, X, G, B indicates that those values are distributed values. In the starting of our second unit, we discussed that the resistance, inductance, capacitance and conductance R, L, C, G. Whereas for short and medium transmission lines, we assume them as lumped one, concentrated. That is why we represented there with capital letters. But now for coming to the long transmission line, since they are distributed elements whose units will be per unit length, then we have to show them in small letters. So for this problem, the resistance was given as 0.44 ohms, which is defined for one phase out of three phases, per phase representations for 1 kilometer length. And the transmission line was erected with tower structures for about 500 kilometers line. And the small x called as inductive reactance distributed value is given as 0.9 ohms in the given data. It is also per phase defined per kilometer. And conductance value, susceptance value, GB values are given as, remember that in the given data itself you can cross check your data whether you got the right values or not. In general, R and X will be the higher numerical values, whereas G and B will be the very smaller values because they are reciprocals to ohms, which is equal to opposition. Actually, ohms, what is the definition? Which opposes the electrical current, electricity. Okay. But here MHO mho represents they are allowable of current. This G and B indicates the property of allowing the current. Since there forms the shunt branch, leakage currents, these two represents with leakage currents, their magnitudes of allowance must be very smaller. You can observe it will be almost 10 power minus 4, 10 power minus 6, 10 power minus 9 like that. 10 power negative values indicates that they are very smaller values. Right now in this problem, the G value was given as 8 into 10 power minus 9. This is also per phase and per kilometer, whose unit is mho, as I told you. If you observe, it is 10 power minus 9. 10 power minus 9 means its value is very small. So B value, coming to the susceptance, its value is 5.06 into 10 power minus 6 mhos per phase per kilometer. Okay. This is about L length 500 kilometers, R, X, G, B values of constants as distributed elements. And with this small given data, they are asking us to estimate the constants of A, B, C, D. ABCD constants, transmission line parameters regarding two-port network terminology for this long transmission line. So here these are how much. They are asking us to find out in both methods. What are the two methods? Complex angle method and real angle method. These are the two methods which are used to evaluate ABCD constants of this long transmission line. Let us go for the first method called as complex angle method. As per this method, Maclaurin series is used. Already I defined the Maclaurin series. They are A is equal to D, which is equal to 1 plus YZ by 2. Okay. And next, A is equal to D, 1 plus YZ by 2. B is equal to Z into fraction. Fraction for the long transmission line is 1 plus YZ by 6. And constant C is equal to admittance Y multiplied by 1 plus same fraction YZ by 6. So observing this ABCD constants formulas, it is very clear that we should have the values of YZ product, and also we should have admittance and impedance values separately. So before using these formulas directly, let me calculate the entire magnitudes of this RxGB for 500 kilometers length. So for coming to the 500 kilometers length values, the constants are redefined as resistance for the entire. Still it is a per phase value, remember that. All calculations should be done in per phase analysis. So resistance per phase for the entire transmission length is equal to per kilometer length value 0.44 is to be multiplied with 500 kilometers length, which is equal to capital R, obtained as 220 ohms. You can cross check in your calculator, 220 ohms. And next, X per phase, still you have to convert, still it is in per phase. Per kilometer value is 0.9 is to be multiplied with 500 kilometers. Then what you get is 450 ohms. As I told you, R plus JX, called as a series impedance, will be almost in terms of hundreds, nearer to 1000 values, very high value. So this Z can be written in the complex notation as 220 plus J 450. This much ohmic value for the entire transmission line. You may ask me a doubt. Still the distributed parameters are given here. Why you have converted into lumped value? Because the formulas what I got here, YZ by 6, YZ by 6 and YZ by 2 are based upon our series cos H gamma L and sin H gamma L. Cos H gamma L, sin H gamma L are the magnitudes of the ABCD constants which we obtained by using the distributed elements. So basic formulas are following the root cause. The root cause is distributed case. But calculations to make simple, I have converted all those distributed parameters into lumped parameters. Okay. So capital Z is equal to 220 plus J 450, and in the polar notation you can write this capital Z as 500.09 ohms, which makes an angle of positive angle 63.95 ohms. That Z will be helpful for our calculation. In the same lines, I need to get Y value also. What is Y value? For getting Y value, I should know the conductance and susceptance. Then what are the values of conductance and susceptance? Conductance G is equal to, you can cross check these values. 8 into 10 power minus 9 is the per kilometer value. Here also it is still per phase value representation, multiplied with 500 kilometers gives us 0.004 mho for entire length. Recalling, this value should be very small, less than 1 almost. And next, BC per phase, actual B value per kilometer is 5.06 into 10 power minus 6 is to be multiplied with 500, gives us the entire length calculation to be as 2.53. Okay. And these are millimos, means still 10 power minus 3 is there. Here also 10 power minus 3 is there, mo values. So with G and B calculated, I can give you the Y value. Y value is equal to 0.004 into 10 power minus 3 plus J. Y is equal to G plus JBC, similar to the Z. Z is equal to R plus JXL. Plus J is used here. So G plus JBC, what is BC? 2.53 into 10 power minus 3, whose unit is mho, and here the unit is ohms. So finally, I got the values of series impedance Z and shunt admittance Y. Y should be written in terms of polar notation as 2.53 into 10 power minus 3, which makes at an angle 89.91 degrees. And one more hint I am giving you, while doing analysis, the Y value will be very smaller in magnitudes and the angles will be very nearer to 90 degrees. Remember that. From there itself you can tell whether you got the correct answers or not. These all are hints to verify whether your answers are correct or wrong without waiting for actual solution parts. Okay. So Z and Y are obtained to you. So immediately with the help of this Y and Z, I will take first of all the product value called YZ, which will be helpful for me in my calculation. The product part of this YZ is 500.9 at an angle 63.95 is to be multiplied with, this is Z value, is to be multiplied with Y value. What is Y value? Very smaller value, 2.53 into 10 power minus 3, which makes an angle of 89.91. Product rules, we all of us know that magnitude should be multiplied, angles should be added, so that the product of this YZ is 1.2673 and addition of the angles gives us 153.86 degrees. This is the product of YZ. Anyhow, to be more specific and to have very accurate values, you should extend your calculations to the higher series also for Y square, Z square also, if at all if you need. Right now I am not going for that high power analysis. That is why I am restricting this my calculation to the first two terms only, where I require the single product of Y and Z rather than Y square, Z square. Okay. So after getting this YZ, second stage is completed. Then I can go for ABCD calculation part. So A is equal to D, which is equal to 1 plus YZ by 2 is the formula, neglecting high power series. Then in simplification I can write this as 1 plus YZ by 2. What is YZ by 2? YZ value is already calculated. It is 1.273 at an angle 153.86 is to be divided with 2. Yes, this is A is equal to D value. Then A is equal to D, which is equal to, remember that if at all if any polar value is divided, or if at all if any polar value is multiplied with the scalar values called either 2 or some other, only magnitude should be operated. That is 1.2673 divided by 2 is only done here. We won't disturb the angles. The angle will be as it is. Okay. So with that simple calculation known values, we can write this A is equal to D constant, whose value is 0. After doing this and adding it to 1, we get this magnitude as 0.524, which makes an angle of 25.9 degrees. Okay. And one more hint I am giving. Whatever the calculations you are doing, either for the complex angle method or real angle method, whatever the method you are applying, constant A and D values should be always less than unity or nearer to unity, 1.00 something, otherwise 0.919, otherwise 0.96. Like that, the values whatever you are getting, those values should be very nearer to unity. Okay. So in the same lines I got this as less than 1. Next, the constant B. To find out constant B, if you cross check the formula, B is defined as Z into 1 plus YZ by 6. Let me substitute that values directly, or let me go for B calculation separately within this brackets, because that brackets value will be helpful for me for calculating C also. So before going for B and C calculations, I am doing 1 plus YZ by 6 calculation. So 1 plus YZ by 6, which is equal to 1 plus, what is YZ value? YZ value is 1.2673, making an angle of 153.86 is to be divided now with 6. As I told you previously, only magnitude should be divisible. Then after dividing it with 6, add it to 1, then you will get this fraction value 1 plus YZ by 6 as operating in the calculator. you will get this 1 plus yz value as 0.8226. 0.8226, making an angle of 5.78. You can cross check in the calculators. Okay. So this is 1 plus yz by 6, which will be very, very helpful for me for analyzing B and C constants. That fraction is common for B and C. That is why it is very useful for us. Then let me calculate the magnitudes of B and C separately. So magnitude of B is equal to, formula is there with us, that is z into 1 plus yz by 6. 1 plus yz by 6 value is there with us in polar notation. Z is also there, 500.9 at an angle 63.95. Direct substitution gives me the value. The value is equal to Z value 500.9 at an angle 63.95 is to be multiplied with 1 plus yz by 6 value, which is a fraction 0.8226, making an angle of 5.7. Okay, so make a product of these two, then you will get the constant B directly as the B value, which is equal to 412.04, which makes an angle of 69.73 degrees. The same thing calculation holds good for constant C also. Then let me write the constant C, which is equal to y into same fraction 1 plus yz by 6, which is equal to y value. Yes, we calculated the y value, which is very small, 2.53 into 10 power minus 3, making an angle of 89.19, is to be multiplied with the fraction. What is fraction? 1 plus yz by 6 is the fraction which is having our value here. So multiplied with 0.8226 at an angle 5.7. Okay. Simplifying this in the calculator, you will get the total value of constant C to be very small because it is equivalent to the admittance. So the constant C, what you will get is 2.08 into 10 power minus 3, making an angle of 95.09. So we got ABCD constants directly. Observing the A value, yes, this is A value, which is equal to D, 0.524 at an angle 25.9. Here I am summarizing you. After calculating the values, whether the values are right or wrong, no need to wait for until the evaluation. Directly you can judge yourself. That is, A and D should be always less than 1. Right now in this problem we are having 0.524. So it is right. And next, BC values. B value should be almost equivalent to nearer to the impedance. Since in the problem they have given impedance directly. What is impedance directly? 500. So if you do the calculation, if at all if the B answer is nearer to that 500s, called as 412.04 right now in this case. Since it is nearer to 500, your problem is correct. Okay. And next the C value, which is equivalent to admittance. Admittance value you calculated Y already. Its value is 10 power minus 3s. So C value what you got is also nearer to 10 power minus 3s. With the same coefficients 2.53, almost here 2.08. So whatever the values you are getting here is exact replica of the values what you have given in the problem directly. So A is equal to T should be less than 1. B should be almost equal to Z. C value almost equal to Y. If these conditions are satisfied, then you can judge yourself that the values what you obtained in this problem is correct. Okay. So far we completed complex angle method, and real angle is there, will be continued. Pass. Yes, let us calculate now the same ABCD constant using the second method. The second method is real angle method. What is real angle method? The last discussion it is clear that real angle method consists of trigonometric terms with hyperbolic notation. So, as per that formulas, constants ABCDs are given as A is equal to D, which is equal to cos H gamma L, hyperbolic term, trigonometric value, okay, and B is equal to ZC sin H gamma L, ZC sin H gamma L, and next constant C is equal to 1 by ZC sin H gamma L. As per our real angle calculations, real angle method formulas, one should know gamma L before using that real angle method. Then what is gamma L in our analysis? The gamma L is very simple. Gamma L is called as root capital Y into capital Z. As we are having the value YZ product directly 1.2673 at an angle 153.86, I have to make that angle YZ product with the square root. Then I will get the gamma L as gamma L is equal to square root of YZ value. What is YZ value? 1.2673 making an angle of 153.86. Here simplification is required for you. What to do? During the process of this square root, the magnitude 1.263 will be undergone for square root. Angle will be halved. Angle will be divided with 2. It was halved. Okay. Then the gamma L value is root 1.2673 is written as 1.12574. You can verify in the calculators. At an angle, as I told you, square root of the angle always will be divided with 2. If it is a cubed root, it should be divided with 3. As it is a square root, it should be divided with 2. Half of this value called as 76.93. This is gamma L. This is gamma L. And which is represented in polar form. Convert that polar form to rectangular form. Then the same gamma L you can write it as 0.25458 plus J 1.09658. This is in rectangular. Also we know that gamma L in rectangular can be written as alpha L plus J beta L, where our terms are gamma is propagation constant of that voltage or current waveform, which will have attenuation factor or attenuation constant and phase constant. Attenuation constant is called alpha. Phase constant is called beta. For the entire lengths we are calculating. That is why alpha L and beta L. So this alpha L unit is attenuation constant, which is measured in Nepers per unit length, and beta is phase constant, which is measured in radians per unit length. I mean to say, the values whatever you got here, alpha L and beta L, directly here these are the values which are defined in radians. Remember that these are radians. Many of the students will do mistake here because your calculator mode will be default with degrees. But you have to convert the calculator mode into radians, then you have to do the calculations. Okay. So this 0.25458 is a radians. Similarly, the beta L constant called as 1.09658 is also radians. These two are radians, and convert the calculator into radians. Later, you have to use the hyperbolic terms expansion for cos H gamma L and sin H gamma L. So let me write out the constants A and D, which is equal to cos H gamma L, called as cos H of alpha L plus J beta L. With us we are having the formulas now, expansion formulas. So let me write that. So cos of A plus B, on expansion we are having the value as cos H of cos A, cos B. So its values in the last class also we concluded it. Cos A, cos B plus sin A, sin B. This is expansion of cos H gamma L, cos H alpha L, cos beta L plus sin H alpha L, sin beta L. Out of this expansion, these two are hyperbolic terms, whereas these are normal trigonometric terms. Anyhow, whatever the trigonometric term it is, whether it is a normal term or hyperbolic term, this alpha L and beta L should be in radians. Simplifying that, you will get the constant A is equal to D. Substitute in the calculators, you will get the magnitude as 0.524 at an angle 25.9. Okay. And two more constants are left over called as B and C. For finding out this B and C, we want sin H gamma L expansion. So that sin H gamma L expansion can be written as sin H gamma L expansion can be written as sin H of alpha L plus j beta L, which is written as sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Here also if you observe the expansion, the first terms are hyperbolic terms, second terms are normal terms. Here also, what are the terms they are, whether it is a hyperbolic or normal terms? Alpha L, beta L should be always in radians. You should not forget that. Convert the calculator into radians. Then only do the problems. Okay. So that sin H gamma L can be obtained on calculating in the calculator. This magnitude of sin H gamma L is 0.9261, which makes an angle of 82.71. This sin H gamma L I will use directly in the constants B and C to find out ZC sin H gamma L, 1 by ZC sin H gamma L. For that I require ZC. What is ZC? ZC is the characteristic impedance which is defined as small z by small y. In other words, I can write this further simplification with capital Z by capital Y. What is capital Z value? 500.9. In the given data, it is there with you. You can cross check. Its value is 500.9 at an angle 63.95 is to be divided with Y value. The Y value is 2.53 into 10 power minus 3, making an angle of 89.91. Take the ratio of them and make a square root. Then you will get the ZC. Ratio rules, I think you are aware of the ratio rules. Magnitude should be divisible, angles should be subtracted, and for that value you have to keep the square root. Square root principles are magnitude should be undergone for square root, angle whatever you are getting, that angle should be divided with 2. All this you have learned in the first year itself. Just I am recalling you without having wrong calculations. Okay. So ZC what you get is, in the calculation, ZC is equal to, simplification, after ZC directly I am giving you the value, you can cross check. Its value is ZC sin H gamma L, which is equal to, the answer what you get is 412.07, making an angle of 69.73. You can verify it. Okay. And next, last value C is equal to 1 by ZC sin H gamma L. After getting this sin H gamma L and ZC value, you can use this formula to get constant C. The constant C value is 2.08 into 10 power minus 3, making an angle of 95.69. If you cross check the values, so far what we get, A is equal to D, 0.524 at an angle 25.9, which is the same whatever the value we got in complex angle also. So you can use any of these two methods, either real angle method or complex angle method. Similarly, B constant is also equivalent to Z value nearer to 500. Previously also we get the same answer for the complex angle method. And here also C value equivalent to Y. Same answer we got in the complex angle method also. Finally, we can either go for complex angle method or real angle method in calculation of this ABCD constants. Once these ABCD constants are obtained to you, I will use the matrix notation to analyze the network performance as VSIS is equal to ABCD constants of 2 by 2 matrix multiplied with known quantities priorly in the transmission line called VRIR. Remember that these two should be in per phases. The answers what you are getting will be also in per phase. Hope all of you understood. So with this 2 by 2 matrix calculation, we can get Vs and Is, our estimated values in polar notation. Will be continued in the next class.